DJI 04 has been spotted in the wild. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I have some fantastic FPV news to talk about. We're going to talk about DJI's posting and filing with the FCC. We're going to take a look at what they posted, and we're going to go over some of the specs that they want to get passed through the FCC in the United States. So I wonder, is 04 just around the corner? What do you guys think? It seems now that has been legitimized. It's not just a rumor anymore, but it is in fact coming. Let's go ahead and take a look at it now on the FCC website. We'll go over some of the specs that they want to do on the new one, as well as the Air Unit 3 coming up as well. So that's going to be super cool. Let's go ahead and dive in. Okay guys, the first place that we saw it show up is dronexl.co. You can check this out, DJI Air 3 release date. And they're kind of going over this and kind of trying to figure out when it's going to be released. We're inching closer, and someone put a tweet on Igor, said no comment, ... brother, DJI Air 3 hashtag. So we are taking pre-order now and guaranteed to start shipping on July 25th, 2023. So that's very interesting. Quite a bit of love on that post, and we'll see if that comes to fruition. But let's just backtrack and let's go over to the FCC's website and actually look at it here for the FCC ID SS3EB3WBC2303 for SZ DJI Technology Company Limited. So there is actually a filing, as we can see here, for the DJI Air 3. That's good news. And if we look further down this page, I'll try to put this link in the video description for you as well, if you want to just look at it yourself and go over what was filed with the FCC. It shows the frequency range here, operating frequencies that they're requesting, and there does appear to be Bluetooth at the very top right here, power output 3.5 milliwatt, rule part 15C, and the application number, as well as a few different Wi-Fi signals on 2.4 as well, 2.4 gigs. And if we scroll all the way down to the bottom, we'll see that it's also on 5G as well. And let's go down a little further here. We got some exhibits, RF exposure report. There's a PDF on that. Test report, labels, antenna information. That would be interesting to look at. This is pretty interesting that all of this is just right there for anybody to read. I mean, it's pretty awesome. I thought that was pretty interesting that it does seem that we have some kind of confirmation that the 04 is going to be a reality. And I have to just guess when this is going to be. I mean, what do you guys think, really? I mean, it could be the end of July, it could be early fall. I mean, we really, at this point, we don't quite know yet. But there's a ton of information here on this page. And again, I'll try to link this for you. It would be interesting if we had some, I guess, a little better penetration. I know that this version will definitely have better penetration, and I'm hoping that, wouldn't it be nice if they put an external fan on this version, and that way we would have some kind of physical fan on the unit, maybe for cooling, like a lot of the high-end ESCs do. If you look at Hobby Wing ESCs, RC car ESCs and things like that, because we have a lot running on these air units. We could just click on some of this PDF action. Maybe there's some links down here that we could get to for the exposure report, and this document's loading. And it's so cool, you can just go on the FCC website and you can just check out any of this information that pretty much any company in the US decides to post. So we can just scroll through here and be nosy together. This is pretty fun. And not a whole lot in this one. Okay, let's just scroll down a little more. Looking for, and we've got 16 pages there for the different types of RF exposure. And it looks like we have a data rate. We got some information on data rate, Bluetooth version 5.2 LE. And the power supply is going to be powered by lithium-ion polymer rechargeable battery. So that's probably going to be the drone's onboard battery, but who knows? Maybe it'll have its own external power option outside just some wires, but I doubt that. It's probably going to be something you have to power from the drone. But one thing you guys need to know is that with the inclusion of Bluetooth, there's definitely going to be some remote ID built into this, and I think that's what they're trying to standardize, because since remote ID is coming up on around the 16th, that remote ID will be on each model that they release for the DJI 04. So depending on what you guys think about this, I mean, this is up to, you know, your own opinion on how you feel about this. Whether this is going to be good for you, getting the 03 version, the older one without the remote ID, or getting the 04 that's most likely going to have remote ID built into it. You know, very similar to the Mavics. The DJI Mavic has it, and now so will the 04. There's the antenna name, the brand, operating on 2.4, frequency of 5.8 as well. IPEX connector, that's good to know. It's going to be the same like the old 03s. Has a gain on 1.5 dBi up to 2.5 dBi, 40% efficiency, linear polarization, and I don't see a weight listed there for the antenna. It would be nice to know what the actual weight is. Here's some radiation pattern in here as well. This is good to see. This gives you the core, the center of that legend there on the 2.4 spectrum. And there's the 5.8. These linear patterns for the radiation. And there we go. There's some structure drawing at the very bottom. That's the first, well, it might be the first look at this. This looks like the unit, possibly. And maybe some type of side view of the antenna. That was pretty cool. I'm pretty sure that was a technical drawing for, yeah, structural drawing for it. Wow, that's pretty cool. That's neat to see. So maybe they're going to work on a taller and skinnier antenna this time. I feel like the other version of the antenna, I have one sitting right here with the two IPEX connectors coming off right here. I feel like this one is a little bit short. And I know a lot of people out there would like to see it a little bit longer. So that's good that it looks like it's going to be longer as far as their structural drawing goes. But yeah, we have 27 pages of goodness through here. So I'm just going to scan really quickly through this document, and maybe we can find another structural drawing there. That looks really interesting. It looks like a huge, like, flat patch antenna. And there's another structural drawing with the IPEX connector there. You can see that clearly in that structural drawing. That's pretty cool. That is really cool. So let's go ahead and back out of here. We'll go down a little further in some of these declaration letter. And that was really cool to see the antenna. And let's just be nosy and go into the test report real quick. See if there's any kind of tasty information in here. I didn't really scroll too far on this one. But again, like, you guys, you're going to have to figure out what you think about. I mean, you probably already know. Some people are like, man, I'm not flying that if it has remote ID or whatever. But who knows? Who knows? You might be able to use it or not use it, because on a lot of DJI drones, you can turn it off or you can turn it on. So the declaration letter, let's be nosy and go in there as well. Check this out. What a great source of information this is. This is super cool. And it looks like it's, here's a link right here to FCC Wireless Bureau Divisions, Technology Systems and Innovation Division, Rules and Regulations of Title 47. Remember when we just talked about Title 47 recently? Yeah, with the Federal Communications Commission for in par with their, their GPS goodness. So I'm wondering, you know, is this going to work probably solely with the phone? It's probably not going to, it's not going to have a GPS built into it, I'm sure. So I wouldn't worry too much about the 04 having GPS on board. It's mostly the drawback of this is it's probably going to have to be hooked up to your phone, and your phone's going to probably have cell phone service to be able to like initiate and take off. Who knows? We'll see. And here's a little something. I don't know if I can zoom into this or not. Where's the zoom? I'd love to zoom into that because that looks like the sticker for the patent and the information right there. FCC ID. So yeah, this will be the sticker. This is obviously the shape of the unit. Looks very similar to the other one that we saw. They're going to use a cool gray Pantone color sticker on the bottom of the Air 3. But that's about what I have for now, guys. It is, you know, it is confirmed. Like it or love it. I mean, this is what DJI is coming up with next. So the good thing is that we are going to see a DJI 04 and Air Unit 3. So that's pretty exciting. So that looks to be pretty promising for us. Maybe including a remote ID in there is not the greatest thing for some of you, and others will love that. You can be compliant with your new 04 module, your 03 Air Unit. So we'll see what happens with that, and we'll see how well that works on Bluetooth connected to your phone. So love it or hate it, that is what's coming down the pipe from DJI. I appreciate you watching FPV News right here on the Drone Camps channel. Guys, take care. I'm Justin Davis. I'll see you on the next one.